welcome to Sassy Kate and Ren. Today we are going to be making hot dog roll-ups. These are going to be the cheesy party snack hot dog roll-ups. First thing we're at a bread machine bowl is warm water. We don't want it to be hot, because that will kill the yeast. We also don't want it to be cold. We do want it to be warm because that's going to help that yeast to work its magic. 1 teaspoon of salt into the bottom there. We've got 3 tablespoons of cheese powder and 3 tablespoons of oil. This is much more than is usually needed for bread recipes. We're not trying to be healthy here. This is just going to be delicious. 1 tablespoon of sugar. We add in our flour next as a bit of a barrier between the yeast and all of those delicious ingredients there, just until it starts getting mixed up in the bread machine. So we've got 2½ cups of flour here. And then on top of that goes our 2 teaspoons of yeast. That's all going to go into our bread machine on the dough setting where it will mix and warm up for an hour and a half. So we have made our dough in the bread machine. We are just going to quickly grease our pan here. Then use your hands to spread the grease out on the tray. That'll make sure that your hands are nicely greased as well and won't stick to the dough. I do like to make sure I get a little bit of grease up the sides, even though the rollups are just going to be on the bottom. That way, if they do expand into the sides at all, they're not going to stick. So this is our extreme orange dough. We're going to split this up into 32 even portions. So for this, you're going to need 11 hot dogs. You're cutting those in thirds. You're going to have 1 little piece of hot dog left. We've got them all split. We're just going to pull this out. We want it to be like a long noodle. I like to have layers and just have it wrapped up and rolled up. That way, if people are feeling a little bit playful while they're eating their food, they can unwrap their food a little bit. It'll end up looking a little bit like it's a crescent dough or something like that. I'm just gonna have a long noodle there and wrap and wrap and wrap. You can stretch it out a little bit more as you wrap. Set all those on the pan here, giving them a little bit of space so that they can expand. We are not preheating our oven. We don't heat our oven until these go in so that they get their last raise while the oven heats. Squeeze out the bubbles a little bit while I'm stretching it. The little bubbles are fine, but the fewer on this kind of recipe, the better. Let the dough a little bit more tight, less gappy, less aerated. I put the end of this, once I'm done rolling it up, the end that's on the outside, I'm going to put towards the baking sheet to help keep it from unrolling as it bakes. So that end there is going straight onto the cookie sheet. So down to our last 3 as soon as these are done. This is going to go in the oven, and then we set the temperature to 350. Again, we don't preheat the oven. We let the oven heat up while these are in it so that they get their last chance to raise in that nice warm space as the oven heats up. Oops, these are now fully baked and ready to take out of the oven. Beautiful, orange, delicious snacks. Easy, easy crowd pleaser.